Yeah, I think we got to start with Maxim Shabonov because we're getting a lot of, I think, Maxim Siplikov vibes from a year ago at this time. Not saying that like he's going to have a carbon copy season, like sign him up for 35 points and 10 goals this year. I'm not, every individual is different. And hopefully it's more. And I'm buying some of the hype. I'm not,
Yeah.
all the way in like this guy's going to be an absolute star. But I think we start with him because that's the name that I keep seeing come up over and over and over again. But like you were saying before we hit the record button here tonight, Mitch, you kind of expect that from a 24-year-old coming in.
Exactly. It would have been, and I think we said the same thing when it came to Max Siplikov last year. If he doesn't not dominate but stand out, then we might have a problem. Specifically when it comes to rookie camp, because you're going against 18 to 21-year-olds. You should be standing out as a 24, 25. I think Siplikov was when he came in. And as the physical specimen that he was as well, right? Like you're dealing with some kids who haven't physically matured yet. Specifically, you're looking at Schaefer, who turned 18 like 24 hours ago almost. You should be dominating in that situation. And very much Maxim Siplikov did. And that definitely seems like what's happening with Maxim Shabonov as well. Just dominating in maybe not the most physical aspect, although strong apparently. Everything else, he's just absolutely dominating.
Yeah, that's what you want to see from a guy again like Shabanov coming in here. But there was a quote from Rocky Thompson that I wanted to share that Stefan had in an article. He said he kind of pops off the page at you he should. He's a little bit older and obviously has the pedigree of playing in the KHL. He was a very good player over there. So you can see his skill set out there in the drills we're doing. And what I thought was impressive too, is we're doing a lot of checking drills, like fundamental checking things. So nothing crazy, but I thought he did a good job of those as well. So very positive so far. He's not a big guy. We've talked about his size before, but that hasn't played an impact yet. It might when like, I don't know, the rest of the team gets here and, the guys who are 28 to 34 or whatever, and he's playing against guys who are, 6'2" and 230 pounds or whatever, he might have some problems, but that was something that was a little unexpected. The skills I knew were going to be there. The skating you knew was going to be there, but the physicality I would say has been a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, he's easily the smallest guy there at 5'9", 167. Even Ross Minton, 5'10", 205.
Yeah, he's built like a running back.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas Shabanov is very much not. But you still got some big kids there. Max Dorrington is 6'5", 227. What is it? Yessi Pulkkinen, 6'7", 220. Like there are some big kids there, but obviously, as you're saying, you're absolutely right. These aren't, and even like I said, they're not all physically mature yet, which is going to be different when he goes up against the guys like Anders Lee or Ryan Pulock, for example, who very much are. But it is nice to see that he's not shying away from the physical aspect of the game, right? Like obviously, Rocky Thompson's not going to come up on a rookie camp and start shitting on people. That's just not going to happen. But he doesn't have to talk about, I liked his physical game. He doesn't have to do that. The fact that he did tells you that at the very least, Maxim Shabonov is not going to shy away from that. And that's important when you consider he is a winger. He's going to have to go and do some digging along the boards. Obviously, you don't want him going, always digging against some of the bigger punishing defensemen. But the fact that he's willing to do it and is decent at it is something you want to see from a guy who is, again, 5'9", 167, according to the Islanders here.
Right. So on the smaller side, showing that he could do it despite the competition that it's against, I think you could look at as a plus. And as we mentioned, like last year with Siplikov, if he didn't stand out, that'd be a little bit more of a red flag. But it's just he's passing the early tests and the early returns. And for me, it's just, okay, like this is good. Let's see it can carry over when, the rest of the team gets here. That's all.
Yeah. You think of a hurdler, right? The first hurdle was, can he stand out at rookie camp? Yes. Cleared. Yeah. Now it's how well can he dominate, or how much does he dominate the rookie camp? And you're seeing comments about not only his skating, which looks really good. I will say when I look at some of the videos, his explosiveness is very clear on paper. I don't want to make it sound like he's Matthew Schaefer levels of skating, although he might be pretty close, at least in terms of the 4 directional skating. I don't know about speed, that is, but he looks very good on his skates, which is going to be massively helpful for him. But then you hear all his puck skill dominance and how good he is with the puck on his stick, right? Making those no look passes that are right on the tape. And people just aren't expecting them to get there. Like, oh shit, what the hell am I supposed to do with this now? Like, I was not expecting this to happen. And he's making that like this. When he gets on the ice with guys like Bo Horvat and Matthew Barzal, who can think the game at a faster rate than some of these kids can, those plays are going to pop off. Maybe not the no look ones. I don't like the idea of too many no look passes, but
Yeah.
you get my drift.
Well, we saw in the first episode of the Islanders docuseries on I almost said Instagram, on YouTube. we had the Matthew Barzal quote, "We're going to be dancing out there," but maybe that could apply to Maxim Shabonov also.
Yup, absolutely, right? Like those guys kind of built the same way, water buggy type of players, good puck skills. Maxim Shabonov maybe has better puck skills than Matthew Barzal, at least in the early reports. But again, we're talking about, if we want to use the hurdling analogy, he's passed one, maybe two hurdles now, but those hurdles are going to continue to grow. Like they're getting taller as it goes. You pass the first rookie one, okay, good. You stand out. You stand out with puck skills and other skills, great. Now it's going to be, how do you stack up against what is NHLers in the bubble of just the Islanders, and then it's going to be, how do you stack up against actual outside of the bubble NHLers? Then we'll see.